Okay, the next most common function is small. Small is a bit different from the minimum. uh, Minimum does not allow you with the condition. For example, in this case you can find out the second smallest value, the third smallest value. If you see in this given data, the most smallest value is 2, while the second smallest value is 10 and the third smallest value is 20. In this example, we are considering the third smallest value in the given range, which is of course equal to 20. So how we do it? The formula is equal small, select the range and comma, and then select that condition. Let's do it in the MS Excel. This small function equal small, and then select the range, comma, and now if I'm interested to find out the third smallest value, which in other words is the highest value in this given three values, is equal to 20. So similarly you can change it. If you are interested to find out the most smallest value, you can write here 1, which is 2, and similarly you can write here 2, the second smallest value, which is 10. So this is how you can apply the small function. Another function, that is the median. If you are interested to find out the median and you are familiar with the median, what does it do? The first step is to place this observation in an ascending order, like for example 2, 10 and 20. So the median value is 10. So in this case it is very easy to find out the median value, but if there is a large data, there's more number of observation, then it might take a time. So how we do it in MS Excel? The formula is equal median. This formula itself, arrange it first in ascending order and then find out the median value in the given observation, which already we have found out, that is the 10. So if I enter it, so you can see that answer is 10. In this case it was easy to find out manually, but if there are large number of observations, there's a mixed data, so then this formula could help you and we can find it very easily. Another function, that is the round. It round out the values after the decimal. For example, it seems awkward that if the answer is 10.667, this is the average value we recently find out of the given number of observation, that is 10, 20 and 2. Now if I'm interested to decrease the numbers after the decimal, for example I want to round this value and there should be no single value after decimal, so I will then write it 0. And if I'm interested to round it to the 2 decimal, then I will write here 2. Formula for this is equal round and select that particular cell which you want to round up. So in this case I am rounding a value to 0 decimal. So how we do it? Equal round and then select that cell. For example, I want to round this 10.67 to a 0 digit. So then press comma and then for example I write here 0. So there will be no decimal. You can see for example, similarly if I want to round it to the number of decimal, that is 2. Now you can see that it round out it to the let me do it again, 0. You can see that it make it to the 0. So it round out this value, this 11. And now if I am interested to add another formula, the function in a function. For example, I want to round it, and I'm interested to take the average and then round it. So no, I did it separately. First I found out the range, and then I convert it into the, and then I round it. So in this case, if you are interested to do it the same function in one time, the formula for this is equal, round, and then average, and then select that particular cell. Then we can give the condition, that is 1. No, so in this time now I'm interested to round out this 10.67 to 10.7. I want to round it by 1. So equal round, round, and then average, average. Now select the value. So it will find out the average, which we have found out it, but we did this separately. Now you can do it in a single time. You can see the formula, round, average, and then select the range, and then consider the condition which you want to put out here. For example, I'm interested to round it by 1. So you can see that the answer is 10.6 instead of 10.667. Similarly, if I'm interested to round it to 0, you can see it round it, and now the answer is 11. So this is how you can round the observation. Mostly we have found that people are interested to round it in the 2. So let me leave it like this. It round the average and display it in a 2 values after the decimal. Okay, another most important and frequently used function is if. In this case, I'm limiting it to a very small example. Otherwise, we will, once we start the course, you will find out that if could be applied with different conditions. In this case, let me make it very simple. I'm considering that two value, that is 10 and 20. Now the condition is if these values are equal, you can see that if a1 is equal to a2, then display their t, means true. Whatever you are interested, you can put an alphabet here, and then again comma. If this is not true, then you should display their f. So you can put different condition which we will later on discuss, but but in this case I'm making it very much easy for you. So how to do it? Equal if. Now consider this value, that 10, if this is equal to 20, means if a1 is equal to a2, then display me t, or whatever you are interested. For example, if I write here true, and then comma, if the case is not like this, then display me false. Now we can see that these values are not equal, so the answer should be false. Similarly, if I make these values equal, for example, I convert this into 20. Now you can see this a1 is equal to a20. Now the condition is if these two values are equal, then you should display here true. You can see that this value is now true. So let me put it into the again the reverse condition for okay. Similarly, we can work on you can use the date function also. We will later on when we work on our course. So but at this moment, no, let me finish it and I will start it in another video.